behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We have another great interview coming up shortly. But if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button and bell below you there. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. You can check it out. And leave a comment on the comment section if you like. I'd love to hear from you there. And be sure to check out the description because we'll have contact info for you there. And we'll have that contact info repeated at the closing credits at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that. From Nashville, Tennessee today, we have Meagan Droke. She's a really awesome artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we're going to get to that in a second, but first, here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show. So don't go away, we'll be right back right after this.
The Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix, is a 2-hour show playing independent and mainstream country music you know and love. Be sure to check it out at thecadengordonshow.com for more information on the show.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Nashville, Tennessee, we have Meagan Droke with us today. Thanks for joining us, Meagan.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here today. Why don't we start by the usual question? Everyone gets their own start in music in one way, shape, or form, and I'm sure you have your interesting story how you got started in music. Maybe you started when you were a kid, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Tell us in your own words.
I grew up in Southeast Missouri on a farm. I started playing piano at 4 years old. I've been singing ever since I can remember, basically since I popped out of the womb, I guess. Then I started playing guitar at 10 years old. Really loved guitar. Really got into bluegrass music at that time and country music. And moved out to Nashville when I was 18 to pursue a degree in music business from MTSU. And now I work at a recording studio full time. So yeah, just trying to achieve the dream.
Well, that's quite a story there that you got. I hope you'll have many years ahead of you there, Meagan.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Well, why don't you tell us about some of the people you grew up with that helped to inspire you, like as far as the regular artists? I mean, I'm sure there's a few legends that come to mind. Why don't you give us some of those?
Yeah, so Sheryl Crow is from my hometown. In fact, my pawpaw was a police officer, and he told me that he pulled her over for the first time. She didn't get a ticket or anything, but it was her first time ever getting pulled over. And so that's a fun little story. And then David Nell's from my hometown. Lots of talent from my hometown. Trent Tomlinson, he's a songwriter here. He wrote that song, In Case You Didn't Know, by Brett Young. And now I work with a Grammy Award winner, and his name's Randy Coors. Mm-hmm. And I work here at Slack Key Studio in Nashville with him. And he grew up playing bluegrass festivals with Alison Krauss and amongst other bluegrass artists. So yeah, he's pretty notorious as well.
Excuse me. Yeah, I loved Alison Krauss. I loved a lot of her stuff. So she's definitely a legend for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Well, I'm sure you can find all your music on any streaming platform, but how can we contact you in general? I mean, are you on Facebook? You have an official website, so forth. Tell everybody out there where we can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I have my own Facebook page on there that's for my artist account. So just you can hit me up on any of those platforms.
Okay, well, check out all those streaming platforms and check out all those other sites you just mentioned. I know she would love you for that. And the song that you chose for us for this episode is called Battlefield. I'm sure it's self-explanatory, but tell us a little story about this song. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, so funny story, actually. My boss, he had been through a marriage and a divorce that was basically, it was a 6-month process, and he got left because she just looked at him and said, you don't make me happy. And he told me all about it, and it made me really sad to hear it because I know that one person isn't responsible for another person's happiness, and they're supposed to find their happiness from within. So I just started viewing love as, warfare, essentially, after he told me that. And it really inspired the song. And then he ended up co-writing it with me, because I was like, I need you to contribute some dark lyrics. And he contributed the macabre warfare part of the song. So yeah, he's really talented as well.
Well, it is a great song, and I just listened to it just a little while ago. It was really really awesome, I'd say. And I know all y'all out there are going to feel the same way. And we're going to get to that song in a second. But Megan, we want to thank you so much for being on the show today. We'd love to have you back again sometime if you got anything to plug by then.
Yes, sir. I'd love to come back sometime.
Okay. Well, here it is, Battlefield by Megan, and it begins right now.
Didn't prevail. She left you bleeding out in the pouring rain. Even now, you can never love the same. 'Cause she is more than a memory. Ready to steal your flame, knowing now nobody ever wins this game. 'Cause she's more than a memory, weighing down your heart. Someday she'll come back. She'll come Pray that someday